Hello. Parashat Devarim opens up with naming the places that Am Yisrael were with Moshe Rabbeinu at the time. It says, אלה הדברים אשר דיבר משה אל כל ישראל, בעבר הירדן, במדבר, בערבה, מול סוף, בין פרן, בין תופל ולבן, וחצרות וזיזיו, which means these were the places that Am Yisrael were at the time. But Rashi asks, they weren't there. They were in Arvot Moab, a different place, not in all those places named over here at the time. This was in the past, not at the present when Moshe Rabbeinu is now talking to Am Yisrael. So why the Torah writes it in such a way? Rashi explains to us that the purpose is that Moshe Rabbeinu was giving them a rebuke on what they did at those places. Bamidbar, in the desert, he rebuked them, says Rashi, on what they said, Miten motenu bamidbar, which means they complained to Moshe Rabbeinu, we wish we would die. When did they do that? In the desert. So Moshe Rabbeinu right now reminds them that and rebukes them for that time. And that's what it mentions over here in the Pasuk. All the places that Moshe Rabbeinu rebukes them. But then a question comes up. What does that mean? Why the Torah needs to put it in such a way that it says that Moshe Rabbeinu and Am Yisrael were there at the time? The Torah should have said very clearly that Moshe Rabbeinu is rebuking them over the past events that happened previously. And over here comes an answer that we all need to emphasize and understand. When Moshe Rabbeinu rebukes Am Yisrael, he practices something very important. It says in the Mishnah in Avot, Perek Bet Mishnah Dalet, Al tadun et chavercha ad shetagiah lemkomo. Do not judge a person until you come to his place, until you're in his shoes. Which means if you didn't go through his challenges, don't judge him. If you don't judge him, you don't rebuke him for things that you don't understand. It's easy for us to see a person does something that doesn't look to us like a correct thing, and right away judge him in our heart, feel that he's wrong, he shouldn't have said that, he shouldn't have done that. But if we realize all his challenges, all his hardship, whether it's a hardship in a family, in health, in finance, in the job, whatever he goes through in his life, we have no idea. Every person goes through many challenges that we have no clue. And when we come and we meet with such a person, we right away easy to come and judge him and rebuke him. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu does over here. Moshe Rabbeinu, before he comes to rebuke Am Yisrael, he puts himself in those places that Am Yisrael were. That's what it says over here. He was there, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. He put himself in that place and felt each and every person in Klal Yisrael. He felt his challenges, he felt his hardship, and now when it comes to give them the rebuke, it's a totally different rebuke. It's not a rebuke that he comes to tell them how they were wrong, but rather he comes to help them change their way, improve their ways. That type of rebuke, because he understands them now very, very well. When you understand a person, you approach the whole scenario, the whole thing, on a totally different light. And this is what we learn over here, that Moshe Rabbeinu was there at the time, not physically, but he was there with them and he was able to guide them correctly. Shabbat Shalom. Shalom. שמי הרב שי תחן, ואני מקווה שנהניתם והחכמתם מהשיעור. אם יש לכם שאלה בהלכה, פנו אלינו לבית ההוראה במספר 347-666-3467. זה מספר בניו יורק, ולכן תוכלו לשאול במספר של וואטסאפ, והרבנים של בית ההוראה ואני בכללם ננסה לענות לכם בהקדם. שבת שלום.